We back with another one, man. House of Underdog Talk. House of Underdog Pod, man. We're gonna jump straight in. We ain't trying to stick our toes in and see if it's cold or not. Man, we on that NBA topic, man. NBA draft talk, too, to be exact. Yes, the Dallas Mavericks got the first pick in the NBA draft. Yes, I'm gonna say it again. The Dallas Mavericks will have the first pick in this year's draft, confirmed. San Antonio Spurs 2. Philadelphia 76ers 3. You know what I mean? Shout out Nico, man. All the hate Nico was getting after he made that Luka trade. Hey, I need all them sane Dallas fans to be apologizing. All them fire Nico chants at home games need to be appreciate you, Nico, or thank you, Nico. You know what I'm saying? Because if from a basketball standpoint and not a biased standpoint, you will understand that trade is a good trade. It complements with Kyrie a little. We ain't gonna get into all that, man. I ain't gonna lie. But man, hell of a draft lottery. You can call it rigged or whatever you want. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Dallas got the first pick. You know they going Cooper Flag. Perfect fit with them. You know what I mean? When they're healthy, it's going to be Kyrie, Clay, Coop at the 3, AD at the 4, Gafford or Lively at the 5. I mean, you got depth. So Dallas back in the action, man. They back in the mix. And I need appreciation. I need thank you, Nico, and appreciate you, Nico chants all at then every home game next season, man. Shit was crazy what he was, all these threats and man, come on, man. You know what I mean? But if I'm the Spurs moving on to number 2, if I'm the Spurs, I'm looking to trade that pick, man. I mean, yeah, you can get a young guy, but why not go get an established player already who can help you for sure get over that hump, who you know for sure is a puzzle piece to this championship type of puzzle that you're trying to put together. You know what I mean? I think that's the best thing for them to go see what they can get with that number 2 pick. They got young pieces. They got, Wembanyama, their franchise cornerstone. You got Fox. They got pieces, man. So, I mean, another young guy with that number 2 pick wouldn't be bad, but I think they can get a well-established player as well. If you're Philly, I mean, I'm looking to see what I can get for that 3rd pick as well. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they keep it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be wrong if they keep it, but, I mean, we'll see. I think Coop is a needle mover in this draft. There's going to be some more needle movers, but I don't think it's going to be that many needle movers in this draft. No disrespect. All respect to the players in this draft. I think Dallas struck gold. I think the Spurs struck gold because they got flexibility with their 2nd pick to be able to trade it. I think Philly, who's going to be available at 3. You got the Ace Baileys out there and stuff like that. What's in this draft, I think, Philly could go with a young player like an Ace or whatever the case may be. But I'm looking to see what I can get for that 3rd pick, man. To get the pair with a healthy Embiid, to pair with a healthy Maxey. See what you do with PG, like, you know what I mean? But we'll see, man. We'll see. You know what I mean? But this post right here is strictly for the Nico haters, man, and Nico doubters, man. You know what I mean? Nico knew you don't just pull off no trade like that without, something on the back end coming in your favor. Yeah, y'all better stop playing, man. Dallas back in the mix like they never left. It's going to be an interesting season, man, for sure. But, this episode just was talking about this NBA draft, talking about the top 3 picks. Before we end this, bro, this is a prime example of why tanking, is ass. You telling grown men to tank, you know what I mean, just for y'all to get the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th pick. And for a team like a Dallas who wasn't trying to tank necessarily, got the first pick. Like, you know what I mean? Don't tank, bro. Like, that's ass, bro. These are competitors, bro. These are professional athletes. Like, they can compete. Tanking is trash. I'm glad Dallas got the first pick. I'm glad the Spurs got the second pick. Because tanking is horrible, bro. Like, you wasting the whole season. You telling grown men to tank for a younger guy. Like, that don't even make sense to me. You know what I mean? But I'm glad Dallas got it because, again, tanking is ass, bro. Certain teams shouldn't be like, feel like they got to tank to, blow their whole season away to try to get a high draft pick for a younger player. That's crazy talk. Like, you're basically wiring players to lose. So, like, you're wiring them to be a loser in a way. You know what I mean? Like, that's just ass to me, bro. So I'm glad the Mavericks got it because teams like Washington and Utah and Charlotte and teams Brooklyn, like teams like that was purposely trying to tank this year, like, that's trash, bro. Like, that's trash. And you're gonna get a player like Cooper Flag who impacts winning, who's a good intangibles player, like, again, who impacts winning. It wouldn't even be right putting them in a situation in a losing franchise like a Washington, like a Utah. Because, like, y'all probably gonna tank another year, bro. And you got a young guy who's wired to be a winner coming into a losing franchise who's not wired to win. Like, that's trash. So I'm glad he's going to a team that's trying to win a championship right away. Perfect situation for a player like him who impacts winning, man. So yeah, bro. Shout out to the franchises and the teams that don't tank. That's why I fuck with Miami. You know what I mean? Because they don't like tanking. You know what I mean? Even if they don't have the best roster, they find a way to compete. And when it's time, really that time to show it in the playoffs, they shock people because, you know what I mean, that's the definition of dogs on that team, man. They be getting people without the names, but when the lights are bright, they gonna compete. You know what I mean? So yeah, that tanking shit ass, man. Shout out to the teams that, let their players know, let the staff know, let the organization know that they trying to win this year and they gonna find a way. You know what I mean? How's the underdog talk? How's the underdog pod, man? We back, man. Stay tuned.